All right. Welcome everyone. This is Talkyourishpodcast. As usual, I am Martin Scorsese, aka TJ, and obviously you know the rest of the squad, but I'm still gonna introduce them. So over here we got HK Skins representing the Niners today. How you doing,
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
This-
What's
this-
good,
Shout out to
y'all?
the Niners.
and then over here we have
Shout out to them Niners. How
oh,
about them 49ers?
relax.
Yes, man.
Relax.
Bottle.
And over here we have Khalil. What's going on, man?
Shit, man. Another day in paradise.
Literally in paradise, literally.
For real.
You got the dream life.
And
Hawaii every day.
and then last but not least, looking like he's one of the FBI boys with that jacket on. DJ is in the building. What is going on, man?
Chilling.
All right.
You had to climb my jacket. I'm ready to take it off now.
Nah.
You at the 6'9" safe house?
Got me looking like Duke 9.
That nigga Deshaun Watson is the private investigator on this nigga.
All right. So let's just go ahead and jump into it, man. What everybody wants to know. And Deshaun Watson, man, all these scandals are coming out. Like literally, after we got done talking about him, episode 1 and episode 2. Even after episode 2, who would have thought all this stuff would have just came out? Like allegations left and right, scandal. Like now, last time I checked, it was at 12. 12 women came forward. At this point, I don't even know. Like DJ, what did you say earlier? Like you think there's what? How many going to be more?
I seen some report that was saying like 10 extra women or in the coming days are gonna come forward.
This nigga shit froze. I think he was saying that there's like 102 women or some shit like that, or different cases that's against him.
That is a lot.
Well,
that really is.
The first claim was made on Thursday. It was from a masseuse that accused Watson of forcing her to perform oral sex back in December 2020. And after that, what's his name? Tony Busby, which is the lawyer that's suing him with all these women. He filed several lawsuits stating that Watson was handy during sessions with different women and private masseuses from Atlanta to Houston. Also, the Houston organization, the Texans, they are definitely doing things to make a safety net for themselves, I should say.
Right.
They're not focusing on rescuing their star quarterback.
Oh no.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of craziness right now. I just think the timing is funny. That's all. Like, I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna jump on the ledge and like, yo, all these women are lying, whatever. I think every accusation should be taken seriously, but this the timing of everything is funny. Like, he's going through this big dispute with the organization about wanting to get traded, wanting to be freed, and then now all of a sudden, all these women out of nowhere, it seems like, are just coming with these with all this against him, and it's just weird to me because he's always been a clean cut guy.
Mm-hmm.
We never heard no bullshit about Deshaun Watson, no nothing about him being in trouble. And this dates all the way even back into college. He was in college 3 years, and we never heard no type of scandals, no dirt on his name. So now with all this coming out, it's just, I don't know, man. It just seems funny, and I hope that we get to see the truth. We get to see the truth behind this, because now in like this social media age, it's kind of like you're guilty until proven innocent, instead of the other way around how it's supposed to be. Like, I already see people kind of like shitting on his name and like, yo, he's a nasty person, he's this and that. But yo, I mean, everybody want to be the fucking lawyer. Like, everybody want to play lawyer on Twitter and shit. Like, just kind of let this shit play out and see what it really is. Because all I'm saying, it just seems fishy to me.
Yeah, I agree with you. And listen, that's not to say that these women can't, come forward. Like, I respect that. But again, going back to what you're saying, I just find it weird how literally just a week ago we were just talking about, why are they still holding on to him? Like, let them go. But now they're just coming back to back to back to back all these scandals. It just seems fishy. But I just want to make that clear. We're not saying that the women are lying, but you have to look at it from a certain perspective. Like, if you're ruffling feathers, you there's like a underlying message there with coming from the organization. Like, okay, this is how you're gonna play. Watch what we do. That's just
Yeah,
me. That's just me playing conspiracy, TJ. But I just find it weird. Like you said, Khalil.
like you know what I mean, like the saying says, if there's not a story, they're gonna create one, and this is kind of like lines up with it. Like once again, for anybody that's listening, I take sexual assault, abuse, all that very seriously. But
Mm-hmm.
this is
We all
of
do.
it is
We all take
very
sexual assault very seriously.
just very fishy, man. That's all. That's all I'm saying. But hey, man, I hope that brother stay prayed up, and I hope he got his lawyer straight and all that shit straight. He got proof, and he don't let them jam him up and try to get him in a fucked up situation, because that's what it seems like what they're trying to do, put his back against the wall.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very big on just not running with what the media presents to you. Definitely questioning and researching to find out the truth if you can. And all I can say in this is I question the timing of all of this coming out. Like Khalil said, he's never had any track record of, what I'm saying, being any sexual assault allegations, whether it was pre NFL, or what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, while he's in the NFL. We've never heard of any allegations towards him. So the fact that he's in a time where he's trying to find a new team, and the Texans might feel like they've wasted time with him, and he's just like spitting in their face instead of, what I'm saying, trying to work with them. So they're going to make it hard for him and difficult for him, which is, what I'm saying, basically defaming his character.
I'd like to throw a question out to you guys. I just thought about it right now while you were talking, Skin. So, hyp- all hypotheticals. And I knock on wood because I really don't want to speak it into existence. But let's just say there was some truth behind this. As the Texans, you have all this money, you're able to do the research, you're able to do background checks on all the women and your quarterback, your star quarterback. If you find out there is some truth behind this, wouldn't you want to disassociate yourself with this quarterback? Don't you want to just kind of get rid of him, so to speak?
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah, that,
doesn't it make sense to just say, you know what? He doesn't represent what we Texans are. He doesn't represent the NFL. Let me just wash him away. Compare that to anyone else that's had maybe some domestic abuse, violence, um, just any type of problems with the law. Usually the teams are just like, we're just going to go ahead and waive them, future endeavors, all that stuff. But with Watson, still on the team. Even after what, at this point, more than 10 females have came forward? Am I wrong to think
um,
that?
one thing with the
Well,
NFL though, I would say they do handle a lot of these situations way worse than the other leagues. Like if you kind of look back with the Ray Rice situation, Ray Rice, when he had that video come out about him and his wife in the elevator, the NFL didn't punish him until like
Leo
the
came out.
news, and the news started coming down on the NFL. Like, yo, why is he still playing? Why has nothing happened to Ray Rice? Like he didn't get punished until maybe like a year later after that shit happened. You can bring up what's the nigga that was on the Cowboys, Greg Hardy. It's like
Mm.
yeah,
very bad pictures of him like abusing his wife or girlfriend or whatever she was. I don't want to mistake it, but it was very bad graphic photos, and he still got another shot at the job and shit. So just the culture in the NFL, I'm not gonna try to shit on them, but from my history of seeing how they deal with these type of situations, they don't really handle it in the best way that I would think that you should handle it as a business. Because me thinking, or just me, even as just a person, if I know one of my homeboys hit a woman or was like trying to like he taking advantage of women and trying to like he raped a woman or something, I'm this is a we not boys no more. Like I can't fuck with you. Like you
Right.
those type of niggas can't be around me. So like as an organization, as a business, I would want to get those people around for me too. But it seems like with the NFL, if you kind of got talent, they will really, really work. Like, you know what I mean? They will really kind of try to keep you around, or they won't do something until somebody forces you to do something.
Right. I want to ask y'all three a question. Is Deshaun Watson not a investment to the Texans?
He is.
Yeah.
Clearly, yeah.
So how could the Texans let that happen?
Very good question.
How could he get away with that under their noses?
Well, I don't think it's true. I think it's all a part of a fix for whatever situations that they're feeling about him and wanting to be traded. I don't think it's true. So to answer that question,
all I know is most organizations, especially the better ones, the good ones, they tend to jump in front of things before they even reach the media. So somewhere somebody would have came to the Houston Texans, or the Texans would have found out, and they would have told Deshaun, look, we have some allegations about you, and before this reaches the media, we're going to try our best to handle the situation because you're an investment, and we don't want to fumble the bag on our investment. Now, if you don't want your investment to be valued as much as he's valued right now, it behooves you to throw some dirt on him to devalue him.
Yeah. Let me spit something back at you though. I agree with you, but one thing that I feel like if they want it out, they can get it out because Robert Kraft is one of the most successful owners in the NFL, and when he was out and these massage parlors fucking wilding and shit, that shit still got out. That's him doing dirt like that. That's not supposed to get out. Like no way. Like we were never supposed to find out. And I do believe he was actually in there being nasty and probably getting handies or whatever the fuck he was doing in those massage parlors. But like
and I guarantee you another NFL executive gave him up because they had the dirt on him. Yeah, they play it's chess. It's chess, not checkers.
It's chess. But what I mean, they with this, it kind of like tarnishes his trade value, and it kind of like scares other people away, and he might have like no other choice. But like, damn, all right, now nobody want to trade for me. Fuck, I got to stay here. I got to play. Like his back is kind of against the wall. That's what I'm saying. If he stay prayed up and he's able to outwit.
You know what I just thought about? What if behind all that Robert Kraft getting caught at the masseuse, what if he had to let go Tom Brady to beat that?
Oh. Oh.
He didn't get in trouble. He got in trouble for he didn't get in trouble for what he did there. He got in trouble for how those.
Of course, he didn't get in trouble. But guess what? Tom Brady ain't on the Patriots no more.
He admitted to it and shit. Like he didn't.
Yeah, and Tom Brady not on the Patriots anymore.
I mean, you could have something to that as far as like, all right, we'll let you off if y'all dynasty stop or something like. You know what I'm saying?
Like Goodell came on this nigga and told this nigga, yo, I won't force you to sell the Patriots right now. If you let go, you gotta let Brady walk though.
Whoa!
Did the NFL not collude? Did they not collude in Colin Kaepernick? They colluded, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's why he got
no facts.
Yeah.
So if they could have did that, if they could have colluded on Colin Kaepernick, you don't think the NFL is above throwing dirt on Robert Kraft, so he got to give up Tom Brady?
I mean, it's possible.
Or somebody in the NFL.
Bro, the NFL is so crooked. I will never rule out any of this shit.
Right.
NFL is
exactly.
NFL all sports.
All this shit's on the table. I wouldn't be surprised if that is what happened. Honestly.
So you kind of let me down the rabbit hole, making me think, okay, if the owners are not at the top, who's who's really controlling the NFL? Like, if the NFL is coming to Kraft saying, "Hey, if you're either going to have to sell the Patriots or you got to give up Brady," hypothetically, like who's higher than the owners? Who is the NFL really?
Roger Goodell.
No, the owners.
I
The
feel like
owners
he's a
pay him.
figurehead. I feel like he's a figurehead.
But
Yeah, but he's a figurehead for the real head. I don't think he's a figurehead for the owners. I think he's a figurehead for the real person.
Yeah.
You
gotta-
This is why Roger Goodell is not going anywhere.
bro, all the shit that Roger Goodell been through as a commissioner, that nigga should have been gone. You got to think about all the
Exactly.
people that he's in bed with. Like, he's not just in bed with the owners. He's in bed with FBI, CIA, like these type organizations. Like, it's way bigger than what you think it is. That he got, like, the type of power that he got. It's crazy the shit he been getting off.
Facts.
I put it like this: I think the NFL makes so much money that whenever there might be like a federal situation with like an executive, or even when it comes down to just somebody of importance in the NFL, they'll come to Roger Goodell first before they even pursue the case.
Oh yeah,
that's how I feel. I just feel like he's that powerful to that extent. But like we all said, I think he represents something that is much greater than any owner.
He's smart though, because he undermines how much power he got. He make it seem like he got no power, but this nigga, come on, man, you can't tell, bro. I was looking at something. They like put out like I guess it was like the 100 most watched televised sports events. Well, not sports events, just like general shit that came on like regular TV.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL games had like 60 slots out of 100, and it's like supposed to be a down year. Like, NFL making crazy money, bro. Like crazy money.
I like football.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't tell me. Listen, I don't know that many people that like football. Like, old people don't watch football. Females don't watch football. So it like sometimes I be feeling like the numbers get pumped up a little bit.
I want to piggyback off what Skin's saying, where you have to keep in mind football is just the States. Like, it's not popular all over the world. Like, the rest of the world recognizes football as soccer. So you have to think about it. If football was accepted everywhere, that's a monopoly right there on sports in general. But look,
NFL players can get NBA money.
Exactly.
Yep.
So
yeah, man. But prayers to Deshaun Watson, because me personally, I feel like he's innocent and he's fighting against. He going against some devils that he ain't never saw a day in his life. He never knew how powerful the NFL was until now, and I just think he's finding out the hard way of, how powerful just the NFL can be, and they're gonna get what they want. Period.
They prayed up, man.
Right.
You got this, son.
And to the victims, if they are actually victims, you know what I'm saying? We send our prayers to you too.
Yep. Exactly.
Salute. All right. So, hate to break this to you, Khalil, but got some sad news for you, man. Recently, LeBron got LeBron got injured, man. What's going on, man?
The king.
Yeah. I mean, shit happens, bro. Fuck. That was damn. They saying it's a high ankle sprain. That shit sucked.
He rolled an ankle, guys.
That shit.
Stop the press.
I mean, shit. Those are real doctors. I don't think they're gonna diagnose him wrong. Like, those are real ass doctors that saying that he got more than an ankle sprain.
They said it's more than an ankle sprain.
Nah, they're saying this is a high ankle sprain. Like, it's not like just a regular, like, you twist your ankle and you just walk it off. Like, it ain't that type.
I mean, a high ankle sprain is supposed to be, a little bit more painful than the rest.
They're saying that is like a realistic timeline for a high ankle sprain is supposed to be 6 to 8 weeks. They're saying. So congratulations to Dame. You can take your MVP. Congratulations to Dame. You can take your MVP. That's what it's looking like, because Joel Embiid down, LeBron down, fucking KD is about to come back. KD is about to come back and ruin James Harden's chances. So I guess
see
about to
Dame
be
get it
relaxing.
like congrats, Dame, but not
LeBron, like, what season?
the Lakers in trouble right now. They're gonna have to make a trade and try to get somebody that can keep the team afloat. Because it's not like they're just missing LeBron now. They got AD out for a couple more weeks. You know, the whole plan was to keep AD on ice for as long as you could, and then have LeBron to keep you afloat, keep you around like 2-3 seed that area. But now you're thinking, bro, LeBron out 6 to 8 weeks, and then AD out for another 3-4 weeks. They can fall all the way down to fucking the lower, the lower half of the Western Conference. So it's kind of looking at you right now.
Or fall right out of the Western, the playoff race.
I think they'll still make the playoffs, but
I'm looking at it right now. Realistically, they're not going further than 6. Right now, Portland is 25-16, and the Lakers are 28-14. So they're a full 3 games back from the Lakers right now in the win columns. So I guess the Lakers ain't falling no further than 6. The Spurs are 7th right now at 22-17. So I don't see the Lakers falling that far, but it's gonna be tough. I think here's where you see Dennis Schroeder trying to take over again. Kyle Kuzma.
Oh, Kuzma.
Kuzma, yeah.
Kuzma want to get busy. But Kuzma don't play winning basketball. He can get you a lot of points and all that shit, but he's not gonna get you the stops. He's not gonna be a facilitator and shit like that. Like, he gonna get busy, but sometimes getting busy ain't all you really need. The one thing that I know I don't have the power to talk to Rob Lincoln and all the higher ups, but don't rush AD back just because LeBron went down. Like, still do your plan with AD. If you gotta take off the season, bro, it ain't worth it to fucking rush AD back out there and he fucking around with an Achilles injury. Like, that is one of the most serious injuries that you can suffer as a basketball player. Let him take all the time in the world, and if the season's a wash, then it's been a weird year, bro. It's been a weird year for everybody. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to take L's, and injuries is happening. Like, this is something that you got to prepare for, and this is why depth is so important. So, but I do think maybe this kind of gives them that urgency button to go make a trade. A lot of teams are making trades, and they kind of sitting back and not doing nothing. They let Tucker go away. They let Trevor Ariza go away. Those 2 pieces that I thought they should have went out and tried to get.
But even still, right now, like, what assets do the Lakers have to give up? Now, with the LeBron injury, they need more than just PJ Tucker and the Trevor Ariza. Both of those guys are in the corner, wait for somebody to do something for them type guys. They need somebody who can go get a bucket off the dribble right now, like DeMar DeRozan. That's who I think. Even if it was like a Rudy Gay, both of those dudes is available in San Antonio. The Lakers.
You know how people treat. You know how organizations treat the Lakers. If the Lakers call you right now,
DeMar DeRozan will look nice right now in a Laker uniform while LeBron is out for 2 months.
Yeah, but who did they give up for DeRozan? They don't have nobody.
Exactly.
Well, I'm telling you, teams don't negotiate with the Lakers fair. If Rob Pelinka calling one of these teams right now, asking for a player, they about to ask for an arm and a leg. It's going to be worse than when they
want the next 5 years of draft picks.
It's going to be worse than when they was trying to get AD, because the first time they tried to get AD, team like fucking whoever the owner was over there was pretty much telling Rob Pelinka, fuck off. Like, nah, you're not. Like, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. And then even when they tried to get Kawhi, they didn't, like, you know what I mean? They was like, nah, we're not sending Kawhi over there, blah, blah. They tried to get PG years ago. Same shit. Like, all these teams, like, you know what I mean? All these teams kind of.
Because you can't buy championships. Build.
I don't know about that.
You can buy championships.
You can, but I don't think the rest of the league respects it. I think
the Heat bought championships.
Do you see what
they bought all their championships?
Brooklyn ain't developed none of those dudes.
Brooklyn doing it right now.
Bought all their championships.
That's buying this damn there. Like,
yeah, but
that's my point.
I'm saying the Miami Heat did it first. They bought all their championships.
But I'm saying, like, even still, like, that's to my point. I think you're going to see teams not wanting to do deals with Brooklyn in a couple of years from now. You're not going to see teams want to do deals.
Shaq left LA, went to Miami. LeBron left Cleveland, went to Miami.
That just goes to show you how smooth Pat Riley is. Pat Riley a smooth operator, man.
Fuck Pat Riley.
Pat Riley can't get nothing.
It's the bag, nigga. In South Beach. It's the bag in South Beach.
And no state taxes.
And Star Island, I think it's called. I think it's called Star Island.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, I'm not a fan of LeBron, but prayers up to him. I guess you know.
I will say this though. That is like the most quote unquote pain. It look like, not that he's looked like he's been in, because he flops and look like he's in pain all the time. But that is the most pain that I've actually seen. He looked like he should actually be hurt. His ankle got rolled pretty good. I ain't gonna front on.
Yeah, Kuzma was like, he never heard LeBron yell. He's like, I never heard him yell like that. I thought he like, Kuzma was saying that he thought he ripped something the way he went down and shit.
I will say that I find it funny that all of this happened when Stephen A. put him in the hot seat about that vaccine.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? You ain't seen that? You ain't seen when Stephen A. was he had a whole like 15-minute expose about LeBron not advocating for people to take the vaccine?
He was saying that LeBron should be like front and center telling people to take the vaccine and things like that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say Stephen A. is wilding. And I'm going to just say for this one point, I'm not a doctor, but
yeah, he is.
The vaccine still isn't FDA approved. So I can't be out here advocating. It's not even approved by the fucking top people. Like, I'm not going to be out here advocating and pushing. Of course, I want everybody to practice social distancing, be safe, wash your hands, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, do all that stuff. But the vaccine, that's your choice right now. Like, I'm not going to be telling you to go. It's not 100% proven. It's
Stephen A. approved.
It's Stephen A. approved, man. Stephen A. need to shut the hell up.
But listen, Stephen A. did back him into a corner, because you got to realize LeBron is the face of the NBA. Like DJ said, when's the last time he really got injured? I think the last time when he had the groin injury, but that was a
fake injury. That wasn't real.
Okay, thank you. So with
like this one.
Yeah. So now that he's out, you got to think, is the NBA losing money, or are they giving money? Because now, like, if you think about it, the NBA may be losing money because the face of the NBA is out. But then could they be getting more money because the LeBron haters are people that want to see a new champion besides Lakers? Now they looking forward to, okay, so if he's out, let me see if my team can get an extra step up, in the rankings.
I think that whole thing is overrated, bro. Like, the whole LeBron, if LeBron is out, the ratings go down. Like, I think that's overrated. The NBA is in good hands, and it is talent on every single team. And, like, a fan base is going to watch their team. Yeah, you may be hurt in ratings as far as, like, your casual fan who's just watching because it's on Tuesday night or Thursday night on TV or something. But as far as, like, every diehard fan is still going to watch their team regardless of if LeBron is playing or not. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a little overrated. But I don't want to say they're going to take a hit with him being out. It's not. I'll say this. The ESPN morning shows and all the morning shows is definitely going to take a hit if they ain't got nothing to talk about.
Big facts. That's
right. Those were the main hits coming. Because if you watch these sports shows, bro, I'm a LeBron fan and I don't like it. They can make – so it's LeBron and it's the Cowboys. They can spin those two topics into 2 hours, 4 hours of content. And just talking about the same shit over and over, like, and just talking.
I've seen First Take spend a whole hour on the Lakers and they hadn't played in 2 days.
Damn,
it's nasty. It's nasty.
The NFL be shut down. They still talking about the Cowboys. Like, yo, how you talk about the Cowboys right now? Like, bro, it's so much going on, and you just Cowboys LeBron. Boom. Is LeBron gonna be able to recover from this injury? Are we ever going to see LeBron on the court again? Do you think he's will season? Like, you already.
I will say this, man. If LeBron and AD do come back right before the playoffs, watch out for both of them being like rejuvenated right before the playoffs, fully rested, You know what I'm saying? Like, and then don't let them get like the 4th seed to where they're going against like Denver in the first round at like the 4th and 5th matchup. They're gonna blow Denver out the water. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this might actually pan out to be a blessing in disguise for the Lakers. I'm gonna tell you the truth, because imagine getting a 2 seed as the Lakers, and then Dallas is the 7th seed. Now you got to go 7-game series against Luka. Obviously, we expect the Lakers to win, but Luka for sure gonna make that hard on you. Just period. That's Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they come back in shape on time, which I don't think will happen, then they will beat Dallas. But I think LeBron pretty much gave up. Like, I don't think he's in this season.
Nah, I can't say that. He's still LeBron. Say he gave up.
Yeah, I
you can't just say that and not have a like. You gotta explain that.
You saw how he felt,
bro. Come on, we're not doing that. No, bro. You try to do the same shit with Joel Embiid, bro. We're not doing that. We know.
Hey, it might be the trend right now. It might be the laid back, get my contract money, and not have to play every fucking game for a bunch of people that's not even in the fucking stands. Like,
I'm not letting you get that all stand.
We over here playing scrimmage seasons. Like,
bro.
I don't want to play.
That's a nasty take. Nah, I'm not rolling.
Hey, I could see it though. I could see a lot of people. Especially, well, LeBron is a special case. Like Score said, he's the face. He's the face of the NBA. So a lot is riding on his shoulders, especially right now. You know what I'm saying,
but a lot
like
of riding on his shoulders since he was
the vaccine is like the major thing going on in the world right now. It's you either getting it or you're not getting it. So when you looking at the face of the NBA and you asking him, are you getting it? Are you going to tell other people to get it? And then he doesn't give you a direct answer. Guess what that does? It puts all the eyes on him.
Exactly.
But y'all talking about Braun like
that might be attention. That might be attention and pressure he don't want right now. That's all I'm saying.
He's been having attention and pressure that he don't want since he was a high schooler.
That's different. It's called basketball, and he want that attention and pressure.
My nigga, Braun don't give a fuck
other things outside of basketball. Like, why you even asking me about vaccines? I'm a basketball player.
Exactly. That's all he got to say. He shuts that whole thing down. He's a basketball player.
He didn't say that.
I didn't see what.
You know why? Because he can't say that. He, as the face of the NBA, cannot say, I'm a basketball player. Why are you asking me about vaccines?
He can literally say that this vaccine isn't FDA.
No.
Here, I can't sit here and push this.
A lot of NBA players can say that. LeBron James can't say that. And the reason I say that is because he's so outspoken on so many topics.
Yes.
Like, you can't just get quiet now. And I think that's what Stephen A was saying, more or less. Like, you speak out on everything else and you got something to say about everything else, which with good reason, because a lot of the things that he speaks out on, somebody needs to speak out on, somebody of his stature. However, it's like,
what?
Right. But to me, that's like Stephen A saying, you can't tell me to feel positive towards the vaccine, though. Because what if LeBron doesn't think that people should take the vaccine? Now I'm lying to my fans and to my audience and to whatever platform that I'm putting this on.
And I think that's more so why he's being quiet about it. Like I said, this vaccine, bro, I'm not a scientist. I don't want to get into the whole anti-vax and all this shit. But, like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I got the vaccine myself. But as in, I can see from somebody that's an outsider and that don't know much about this shit, the vaccine just kind of came out. It's not FDA approved. It's not, like, it's not 100% accurate. It's not, like, all that. So why would I don't even have the vaccine myself. Why am I going to be over here vouching I'm going to be fake? I don't think LeBron, when it comes to social issues and shit that's outside of basketball, I don't think he's a fake person. I think when he uses his platform to speak on something, he's going to talk about shit that he wants to talk about and that he strongly believes in. If he's not behind the vaccine 100%, you can't force this man to be like, yo, you're the face of the NBA. You need to go tell everybody that you need to go vaccinate, you need to go do this. I don't think that's fair to make him do that. Because then I'm going to go to the NFL. who's the face? Who would you say is the face of the NFL? Why Stephen A. not saying that about the white players or whatever? Like I can, you know what I mean? I don't want to pull that card.
No.
Not holding them to the fire.
Let's put some context behind it. Stephen A. and the reason he didn't say that is because he was speaking more towards right now. I guess numbers and statistics say that the people that are getting the vaccine are not minorities and are not black people. And Stephen A. was saying that somebody like LeBron in the African American culture needs to speak up and say, "Hey, go get this," because African Americans and minorities and we need to go get these vaccines so we're okay, so our people aren't catching this virus that's attacking us. That's what. So to answer your question, why didn't he say it about? You know what I'm saying? So that's why he was saying it. He was saying that when he drive past the centers in New York City that's giving out the vaccines, he see like 80% of the line, 85% of the line is white people and not black people. And he was saying that's a problem with him.
Yeah, damn. Skin just dropped out.
Yeah.
I respect that opinion. Like, you know what I mean? I think Stephen A is 100%, like, he's like, I agree with it, but at the same time, with this not being 100%, bro, and we're not health advocates, I don't think that we can really like we can't be pushing shit that we don't understand or shit that we don't like. We're just not educated on.
Facts. But leading it all back full circle. Hopefully LeBron's all right with that.
Yeah, man. Get well soon, bro. Rest up. But shit.
Yeah, LeBron, stop crying.
Right now, though, I don't know who's gonna come out the West. The West is wide the fuck open right now. That's how I feel like. The West is wide open right now.
The Lakers are coming out of the West. You bet you bottom dollar me. Don't fall for the hype. See, the league trying to believe it's parity and all this and that.
Nobody is giving Utah any kind of flowers.
So drip.
None.
So look,
none.
Before the season started, I would have gave you 100%. I would have bet any of the money in the world that the Lakers were coming out the West. But right now, I can't do that. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's 100% for sure. Like I think it's gonna be interesting. Like a matchup can happen for the Lakers, and I'm like, damn, I don't even know. And I don't know how AD and Bron gonna look like when they come back or when they gonna come back. So that's what I'm saying. It's a little interesting right now. But who knows?
I mean, yeah.
The same
If you speaking in terms of today, March, whatever, 18th, 19th,
that's what I'm talking. Yeah,
that's a fact.
You actually winning right now. I can't.
Right. That's real.
Sadder news. Well, I'm pretty sad about this. LaMelo. They saying LaMelo out for the whole season with the fractured wrist.
Damn, Daniel.
Hey,
real one.
We gonna
that shit hurt
always him as 2020 or 2021, whatever, rookie of the year, because he's not gonna win it now. But that's the rookie of the year. So get real soon, rookie of the year. That's
yeah, man. That shit paying me, bro. I was like, last pod we were just talking about this man for probably 20 minutes, giving him his flowers and saying how excited he is and just how great he is even at this young age and how he's exceeding expectations. And to find this, bro, that shit hurts, man. I hate injuries. Like worst part of the
reason. Another reason I feel bad for him, I wanted to see him turn up in the playoffs because Charlotte gonna make the playoffs.
Damn.
Telling you, ain't nothing like a wrist fracture. That shit is whack, boy.
Yeah, you can't even play. That's something you can't even try to play through. Like your wrist is broken. Like you look like what the fuck are you gonna do?
You be a lefty.
I think he is both. He can use both hands, can he?
Well, he about to be a strong lefty now.
All right.
Oh,
well, prayers up to LaMelo, man.
Yeah, man, get well soon.
Please, bro.
All right, guys, we're gonna switch gears a bit. I'm not sure if you've been keeping up, but the NCAA tournament. You guys fill out your brackets. How's it looking like?
Oh, my bracket been busted since Saturday.
Yeah.
Texas,
DJ, how's your bracket, man?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I did my bracket late. It's all messed up. And the thing about it, I have no clue who's really good this year because I usually follow college basketball. I only know like Gonzaga's good. I know Oklahoma State has the best player in the
Michigan.
country. Michigan's good. Illinois is good.
No, they
So
out
I
of
was
here.
picking
They out of there. They gone.
There's been some
who,
upsets.
Illinois?
Yeah,
There's been some
Loyola.
upsets.
Loyola just took them the fuck up out of there.
Bracket buster on mine. I ain't gonna lie to you. Abilene Christian beating Texas.
Crazy.
Totally threw my bracket
Crazy.
Who? Somebody else lost.
Tennessee lost. A couple of 4 seeds lost. A couple of 5 seeds lost too.
But you know what? Actually, Khalil just said that the NBA is wide open this year.
Yo, UConn
the
lost.
NCAA tournament is wide open. We might have like who you just said beat Illinois. We might have a team like that. Yeah, like because I think right now it's not based off like recruiting and top talent. I just think it's who got heart, who fighting through all these.
Who want to play?
Right. Yeah. So it's wide open, man.
I mean, with the upsets, I think the Gonzaga got a way better chance of winning now.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I had Gonzaga winning before it all, but just because they've been the most dominant team all season and they kind of like the team that stands out. Obviously, that's like a casual fan watching saying that, but Michigan. Hey, I root for Michigan as well because I like Juwan Howard. So
Florida gone. Oral Roberts just beat Florida.
Okay.
Oh wow. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot to pick to next weekend, man. I tell you, as far as my bracket though, the NCO questions, Scorsese, my bracket is all messed up. It's all messed up.
Yeah, I figure with me just barely getting back in the college basketball, I really ain't got like a preference. Like right now, my eyes are looking at USC, Michigan,
Evan Mobley.
That's it. Like that's all I see personally.
I think with this draft, not this draft, excuse me, with this year's tournament, it's obviously it's going to be a champion, but I think it's more so less for the guys who want to put themselves out there to be drafted because with this COVID year, we don't really know much. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know we just know I know the top 10 players or the top 5 players, but it's more players that have to get drafted after that. So I think it's just these guys are going to really try to make their name and get their name onto that draft board. A lot of guys who probably wouldn't have been on there before, this year is going to try to make their name in that tournament.
Okay. All right. That's it for the tournaments. As you see, you guys, we have some fucked up brackets, but what do you expect? Hey, we came in late, so don't judge none of us here.
It's a bad year. It's a bad year for brackets.
They said that there's ain't it like a 0.01% of perfect brackets left? Like there's probably only 2, or I think there's
there's no more perfect brackets.
See,
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody lost yesterday and messed it up. I want to say it was the Abilene. Yeah, Abilene Christian beating Texas messed everybody bracket up.
Yeah, because I definitely had Texas winning that. That's what fucked my bracket.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So moving on, you guys. Let me ask. Since the last time we potted, there's been a lot of trades. There's been a lot of waivers in both NFL and NBA. Anything that really stands out?
Yes, Bill Belichick spending that money. The Patriots reloaded.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Bill Belichick learning from his past mistakes.
Hey, all hands learned. Gary learned to spend that to open a checkbook. Now Bill Belichick opening a checkbook. Okay. I like.
Shout out to the 49ers for re-signing Trent Williams. I think that was massive.
Real quick. Earlier this week, Houston agreed to terms with former Los Angeles Chargers quarterback Tyrod Taylor. His deal is worth $12.5 million for 1 year, and then on Friday, the Texans traded for Cincinnati Bengals backup quarterback Ryan Finley.
Oh, they about to release.
So you already see what they're doing. They getting their stuff in order for the post Deshaun Watson era.
They're gearing up to release him. He'll be released by Monday morning.
Fact.
Unfortunately. That's cold, man. We ain't gonna go back down that, but that's cold. It's a cold world.
Yeah, only thing that really stood out to me is AJ Green signed a 1-year deal with the Cardinals.
I seen it.
Shout out AJ Green.
That's good.
I think that's one thing that the audience needs to know about me. I'm from Arizona, but I'm not a fan of really any Arizona teams. I mean, the only thing for the locals is Wildcats. You know, that's about it. Maybe let me see, what was it? 1992 Suns.
I told you. Look, I told you earlier. Like when basketball season was first getting started, you're gonna have something to root for this year with them Suns.
Nope. But I'm not going to front though. But I'm not going to front. I'm keeping an eye on them. And the only reason why is, well, there's two reasons: Devin Booker, CP3. CP3 mainly just because he's just been going to different teams throughout his whole NBA career. I thought he had potential in Houston. He really had it. Like, he made it to the playoffs. That was good. I think, if my memory serves me, they advanced to the second round before they got kicked out. I think.
No, they went to the. They went to so one year they went to the Western Conference Finals and lost to the Warriors.
Yes.
Chris Paul got hurt.
Oh yeah.
And then the next year, they went and lost to the Warriors where Kevin Durant got hurt. But we still
back.
And
you know,
and it's just mainly because I want to see someone like him. He's a leader. Like, he's been instilling his mindset, even some of his move sets to Devin Booker. It's obvious when you see Booker play. And Booker is being groomed to be a real leader, whether or not he stays with the Suns. So I do want to see them get far with this team. Overall, I'm just a guy from the West. Like, I love West Coast basketball. It's better than the East Coast. I don't get it. It's always West. The only time is when it's the Lakers. Now, when the Lakers get involved, that's when I'm like, okay, East. Like, basically any team LeBron's on, I'm just like, opposite team.
Well, we about to change that this year. Brooklyn.
Oh, wait. What about the Knicks?
Brooklyn.
No,
remember, he don't fuck with the Knicks. Hey, I will say, speaking of
Kyrie lover,
look like a knickerbocker.
I don't think PJ Tucker going to the Bucks does anything for Giannis.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that one.
I mean, it makes sense. He's the type of player that Giannis needs. He's a spot-up shooter. Giannis going to draw all the attention to the paint and kick it out to him as a center. You know, and he helps defensively, but that's not that's not the piece you need to get over a team like Brooklyn. Brooklyn still can be.
Need a play. Giannis need another playmaker.
Facts.
Another nigga that can go get a bucket, create a bucket, all that. He needs that. Now that we on Brooklyn, can I get some hate off?
All right.
Talk your shit.
I know we had this conversation earlier in the week. Niggas gonna kill me for saying it, but I'm gonna say it again on the pod. We gotta stop throwing this word around so loosely. Not everybody deserves to be called a superstar.
No,
Kyrie Irving.
no,
not a superstar. Not a superstar,
right,
man. Just because you're elite and you're great at one thing. I empathize. One thing don't make you a fucking superstar.
No, you're not.
Now, I gotta say that, bro.
Khalil, no, you're not finna die on this hill live on our.
Nah, bro. I've been feeling like this forever, and I love Kyrie. But nah, bro, it need to be said, man. I'm saying he getting a lot of praise that he don't deserve right now.
I mean,
he balling. But
so
come on,
when
man.
you say he getting a lot of praise he don't deserve right now, did he deserve it back then? Like when he was on Cleveland, did he deserve the praise?
Oh yeah, he deserves it right now too. But I think people are taking it too far.
Okay, explain.
I'm saying that he's the best. Kyrie Irving is not the best point guard in the league.
Who said he was?
Of course.
A lot of people are saying it.
I would say he's definitely in the discussion of top 3.
He's 3, yeah.
So
he's the 3rd.
And
how does that not make him a superstar? How does that not make him a superstar? The man is averaging 27 right now.
Let's do this, Khalil.
Bro.
This is your time. I need you to tell us and the audience what's your definition of a superstar. What's your criteria?
Okay. So a superstar, you're great at more than just one thing. Like you affect the game in just more than one way. Whether as it be defense, like you affected defense, offense. You can go both ways. You don't got to be a facilitator. Like that don't really matter. Can you go to a team where you don't have another superstar and actually lead them? And I'm not saying lead them to the finals because, be real, not every team is going to the finals, bro. I don't care how good the roster is. Not every team has a realistic chance. They might make conference finals, but can you lead them to the second round?
Can you lead them to wherever your expectations are supposed to be realistic?
Exactly. Do you make other players around you better? Do players improve themselves while they're better? Like why they're better? The reason, my main thing with Kyrie was, all right, he complained. He wanted to get away from Bron. He wanted his own team. All right, that's cool. I understand. Not everybody wants to be Robin their whole life. But when he went to the Boston Celtics, we gotta call that 2 years, 3 years that he was there a failure. We gotta call that a failure. The year he left, all them young bulls started playing way better without him. So my thinking is, or me just with my own eyes, I watched Kyrie Irving hold these young boys back. They played better without him.
Or they
Those
learned
are
from
facts.
him.
He left.
Or they learned from him.
What did they learn, bro?
How to score.
How to win. They did. Let's not undermine the winning they did his first year in Boston. They went to the Eastern
Nope. All right. Look, see, you just fell right into my trap.
Listen, one thing I will sit here and make. No, because I already know where you're going with it. One thing I will admit. Listen,
because you know it's facts.
No,
That's
what I'm trying to say is I don't view Kyrie, especially right now in the last couple of years, I don't view him as a point guard. I view him as a small shooting guard.
Nah,
listen, I know. Listen, I know the position he played. Listen, I know the position he plays. I know the position he plays. But if you look at his stats, the man is a shooting guard. He will shoot the ball 90% of the time. That is a shooting guard. That is not a point guard. A point guard will pass 90% of the time. Or a point guard will create the play 90% of the time. Kyrie does not do that because Kyrie is not a point guard. He's not what you call your typical, or he's not your traditional point guard. He's a very unorthodox point guard.
All these point guards are unorthodox point guards. None of these dudes are like,
because I put it like this with a Steph Curry. Steph Curry, even though Steph Curry might come, he might run down the court and pull up for a three. He will also sit there and try to run the play to make, you know what I'm saying, to get the bucket.
I know, trust me. I've
been wanting him to Kyrie, he's more of the he's going to try to score before he passes the ball, because in Kyrie head, like I said before, he thinks I can make it before I could shoot and make it before they will, and that's why he doesn't pass the ball.
But bro, you can be a facilitator and still get your buckets. James Harden is the walking example.
I'm not saying that, and that's because Harden plays a different type of ball. Harden plays with his team.
All right, and I understand that.
Just
but
because
at the same time,
Harden is a team player and Kyrie is not, that doesn't make Kyrie not a superstar. Because guess what?
Here's my thing. Hold on.
Let me settle this right here. Without Kyrie, do they win these games? Without Kyrie, do they win these games? No, they don't.
Yes. With just James Harden?
No, they don't. You know why? Because not only would James Harden have to put up more than 25 every game, which he doesn't, he does not.
He really can do that.
I'm not saying he can't. What I'm saying is he would have to put up 25 and he would have to make somebody else score Kyrie numbers for them to win.
And James Harden has
on that team is scoring Kyrie's number. Who's scoring at least 26 a game? Name one player.
Kyrie. James.
You gonna say Green? Green gonna score what Kyrie score every game?
Look, Look, see, you
I'm
thinking
not.
too much about the numbers.
I'm breaking it down.
If you want to break
Because
that
I've sat there.
all right, so let's break it
I'm
down.
looking at the stats, and at the end of the day, a lot of these games are not won without Kyrie putting up these points. Yes, like you said, he's the point guard, and he should feed the team so they score more points. But guess what? If he taking the ball and he putting it up and the ball going in, what you supposed to do?
All right, see, let me get it. Let me get
Okay,
on
let
this.
him talk.
What?
Let him talk.
So one, I never even said anything about Kyrie not being a facilitator. I don't care that he's a shooting guard in a point guard's body, any of that. That's cool. He can do that, and he's fucking great at it. That he's better at that. As you've seen when he was with Bron, he plays great in that position where, yo, I don't want you to do nothing but just score. I just want you to go get a bucket because that's what you do. That man is one of the best scorers in the freaking league. So I'm never gonna fault him for being that. But what I'm saying is that's where the ball stops. He don't really affect the game as a Curry. Curry can score and he's still gonna affect the game off the ball. He just being on the court is gravitating 2-3 people over there. People picking him up half court. Kyrie don't do that. He can't really lead an offense like that. And Kyrie's just more so like a me guy. And I just don't. He's a great me guy, like a really amazing me guy, but I don't think that makes him great. And then even go back to the James Harden point. All right, James Harden's averaging below his well average of what he usually averages. He's averaging only 25 points. That is very James Harden. He could pick that up and average 10 more points if he wanted to because we literally seen him do it. We've seen him average 36 one year and come back and average 34 the next year. He can do that and still keep up his assist total. So James Harden can make up all of Kyrie's points without Kyrie being there. We have seen it even this season when Kyrie don't play and James Harden will go out and get a 40
It's not
point
about comparing
double.
the two players because they're two different players that play two different type of basketball. You already see Kyrie's a running gun. Where Harden, he will take his time coming up the court.
Bro, I understand that they're different players, but I'm not faulting Kyrie.
Can't compare
I'm not saying that's not the reason why Kyrie.
Two different players.
I'm not comparing the two. Oh, I'm not even comparing the two though. That is not my reason on why Kyrie's not a superstar.
Right. Now I hear his reason on why Kyrie. You saying Kyrie only do one thing and to be a superstar.
Here's what to me will always make Kyrie a superstar, regardless of what he's doing this season. You see what he did in that 2016 finals? Listen. It don't matter. Listen.
Hold on.
First of all, we're talking about a league where not many players even get to the finals. You know what I'm saying? He was there with LeBron, right? He put up damn near as much points as LeBron. He put up. He had higher stats than the whole Golden State Warriors.
Damn, I got to see him do that without LeBron. That is my main thing.
The fact that he was able to do it with LeBron is even greater because LeBron is supposed to get the ball way more. So the fact that he was able to put up them points with LeBron shows you that the boy is a superstar. He made LeBron.
Let me be the tiebreaker.
Nah, because Bron put him in that situation. And Bron would have played with Dame, and Bron would have played with Curry, any of these other scoring point guards, they're all going to do the same thing and flourish the way that Kyrie flourished.
You just named great point guards. You didn't name a whack point guard just now.
But I'm saying Kyrie's in that conversation of a great point guard. But I'm not gonna let you bring up the whole finals thing and be that like that's your argument for him being a superstar. What has he done since he left Bron? All he has done is put up a lot of points.
Okay.
Not going
If you want to compare that, his trajectory after that and LeBron's trajectory, they wasn't on the same caliber of teams.
Come on, man. Bron, he left and Bron went right back to the finals the next year with J.R. Smith being his second best player. Okay. Like, what are you saying? Come on, bro.
Hey, hold on.
You said they went back. Did they win?
Did they win? Not doing that. Bro, what has Kyrie done since he left Bron? You got to answer that.
They went back. Did they win with J.R. Reed?
How close has Kyrie went to anything without Bron? What has Kyrie, bro? Answer that.
Listen,
that's all I'm asking. What has Kyrie done?
Of course, because he hasn't had another LeBron to play with.
Bro, so you saying Kyrie hasn't been on good
He
teams?
hasn't had a LeBron to play with. I didn't say about good teams. And Celtics wasn't a good team. They were a decent team. Look,
Yeah.
Kyrie
Without
made
Kyrie-
them a decent team. But you talking about
Nope,
Tatum?
nope. I'm not even gonna let you
Tatum
go.
is still.
I want to go back to the
Look, I still got my feelings about Tatum. He kind of flaky to me.
Real quick, let me be the tiebreaker for y'all argument. I think what Khalil is saying, so this is what we got to call it. Kyrie is an elite scorer. He's a superstar scorer. He's not a superstar player. He's a superstar scorer. Let's say that. Because on one hand, I do understand, like, how can we – that's like we might as well call, like, guys who just get buckets all day a superstar.
Bradley Beal.
In my opinion, Kyrie's a superstar. He's not a legend.
But –
yes,
my opinion,
like Curry will go down as a legend. LeBron will go down as a legend. Kyrie will be a superstar of his time, but he won't go down as a legend.
Okay. That's
how I feel it.
I agree with that.
I got you.
You could be a superstar of your time period. That don't mean you're gonna go down as a legend. I look at Sean Kemp and Gary Payton.
He's not a superstar to me. I'm still stick by that. There's only about 5-6 players in the NBA that deserve the title of being an NBA superstar.
And
Gary Payton was a superstar or no?
That's before my time. I can
speak on it. It's not before my time. And if we being real, Gary Payton was a really, 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 really great defender, and he was a solid point guard.
You about to say some blasphemous shit right there. Okay.
He wasn't a superstar. He was a superstar defender. He was a superstar defensive player.
Okay. Iverson.
Hey,
come on now. Stop.
That's a whole different pedestal right there.
So Iverson, you can't compare Iverson and Kyrie as far as scoring.
Iverson carried his team to the finals by himself.
Okay, if we're gonna do
Kyrie
and Iverson.
So we not factoring in Tim Thomas or none of them niggas. None of them kings. We not factoring.
Wait.
We not factoring the other.
Wait, are you talking about the team that
he's trolling?
Yeah, he's trolling. Iverson's second scorer was Eric Snow.
All of it
Eric
down
Snow averaged
right
8 points per game. We're not doing that.
Y'all got it. I was just fucking with him.
Oh, see, I can't see you right now. I don't know.
Iverson was the only dude to take off one game off that prime Shaq and Kobe team. That team went 15-1, and Iverson took one game off.
I wouldn't dare speak Kyrie and Iverson in the same sentence.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Now that we here,
okay.
Me and Drippy were talking about.
We're in agreement.
There's a lot of hot seat for me. There's a lot of players on the hot seat, and I think that's kind of core. What I was just talking about, the whole superstar thing. Kawhi got to show me something. I seen those commercials last year. It was a lot of commercials too. His whole promo run was at Bron and taking over LA. My nigga, the Clippers don't look like they're taking over shit. He got to show me something. I need to see something out of Kawhi. Hot seat. Chris Paul, you got a team. You got Devin Booker. You got everything you need.
Your time has come. It's over.
Dame Lillard. Hot seat. I need to see something, Dame. I don't want to hear I'm disrespected. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear all those complaints. You got to get it done. You got to put up, shut up. And I want to see out the first round.
He got to do something.
PG, I don't got to go an explanation. We already know about PG.
Very.
Right.
Who out east? Giannis. Giannis is on the hot seat. Giannis is supposed to be the next dude up. And he's been getting a lot of passes for all these failures. A lot of passes.
Something I wanted to bring up real quick, because I know we had like an hour and we're probably going to be wrapping up soon. I want to just bring up something, man. This bothers me so much, bro. It was about the LaMelo Ball, LeBron James comments when he basically didn't care about facing LeBron for the first time. And the media tried to overdo that. Like, oh my gosh, he said he's not excited to play LeBron. Like, we got to stop this, man. Like, we got to stop. Like, Like, who cares if he doesn't care about playing against LeBron? Like, not everybody is just hand and foot waiting on LeBron, waiting to play
Yes, they
LeBron.
are.
Like, that bothers
LeBron
me.
is Thanos.
Um,
LeBron is
no.
Thanos.
Hey, but
Though.
like
You have to face
he's the
Thanos.
Let me
face of
say
the
this.
NBA. He's the face of the
Let me say
NBA.
this though. I don't think that's just a media thing, dick sucking. Because if you look at his comments, what LaMelo said was, when I was growing up, I just liked playing basketball. I didn't like watching basketball. So it's nothing against LeBron. I'm not hyped to play against nobody because I didn't. He was saying that when he was a kid and he was growing up on basketball, he didn't learn by watching all these dudes and fanboying over all these dudes. He just went out and played. So the media kind of twisted his comments of what he said and
To make
didn't run with the full, didn't run with the full story. So I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of whack, and I agree. Who cares? LeBron's the face of the NBA, but who cares? Not everybody got to idolize these people. Not, you don't have to be a fan because you're great.
Every rookie.
Just,
like,
yeah,
about
like,
playing LeBron.
Um,
Who cares?
you know what I mean? Like, of course they all going to respect LeBron, but not everybody grew up idolizing somebody. You know, like,
quick question.
He's from Cali. He probably idolized Kobe growing up. Like, ask him about Kobe. Why you got to ask him about Bron? Ask him about there's a whole bunch. Ask him about Curry. Like, ask him about somebody that his game is actually kind of similar to.
Quick question.
Like,
do y'all think Kobe should be the NBA logo?
I'm about that. Let me tell you why. Me personally, I want him to be. But I understand politics. And it's unfortunate that Kobe went through the situation he went through in Denver. We're not going to bring it up to shed light on it. But, you know, because I think he's innocent, which the facts shown out to be. But it's just politics. Like the NBA, Adam Silver has to look at it like his bottom line. As much as basketball fans may want Kobe as the logo, that somewhere within Adam Silver's business, that hurts his bottom line, having Kobe as his logo. Right. So I understand that it may not be able to get done due to that. And they'll never come out and say that this is why we can't do it because Kobe went through these allegations back in 2003 or whatever. So we can never do that. But it's kind of like you understand that that may be a reason that they can't. However, I do think that they should, just because of how important it would be to carry on basketball. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I say yes, but not before Jordan, because Jordan pretty much combined basketball and pop culture together to make the NBA what it is now. I would even throw in this is a hot take. I would even throw Iverson in there because he amplified the pop culture as well as just being someone from the hood. Like, he amplified that, like the way he used to dress, the way he used to just rock it out when he had to sit out games. Like, that's the reason why
that's probably
the
why
NBA players
they
to this
would never
day
pick
have
him.
to be
That's probably why they would never
dressed
pick him.
because of him.
Right. I was going to say that's probably why AI
in
would
a
never
sense,
because of what he still.
I could definitely see a Jordan. Maybe.
But the thing, hold on, real quick, I wanted to comment on what Scorsese said. I agree with you, but if you change it, like you said, not before changing it to Jordan. If you change it to Jordan, then it should never.
You're not changing it again for another 6 months.
But you have to change it. You listen. Right now, it's a white player that played in the '60s.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's be clear.
You understand your logo is of a player that like y'all played the whole game differently when he played. Nobody that plays in the game today looks like that logo, so y'all need to change that.
Right, but the only reason why I brought up Iverson is because he amplified that pop culture into the NBA. But at the same time, he didn't bring in the championships. He didn't bring in that accolade as Kobe did. Like, Iverson was on his way down while Kobe was skyrocketing. He was already out there. He was being compared to Jordan every chance he got. So in a sense, that's why I said that's a hot take. But before anything, I say Jordan, Kobe, I wish it was under better circumstances. That's my thing. I feel like this is my hill. This is my hill. I think this is more as a pity party, and I hate saying that because can we
There
still
was rumblings.
say this
not
while he's
not
alive?
not to Kobe.
Like,
We
will
wouldn't be
we
talking.
will we be talking about
There was
changing the
rumblings
face
before
while
Kobe
he's still?
passed
Thank
about
you,
it changing,
thank you.
but it was never to Kobe. It was always Jordan. It was. I mean, that's what I've always heard. Like, switch it to Jordan. It wasn't until Kobe passed that you started to hear, oh, we'll switch it to Kobe. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
and again, that's not
Always.
taken away from Kobe or the family. You know, rest in peace, Kobe. Prayers to everyone involved. But looking at from the outside in, just as a fan, you want it to be something that's better.
It doesn't feel
and
right.
I feel
and
like
the thing. So the
I
one
don't know.
thing with
It
the
doesn't
logo
feel right
is
to me.
the logo. So regardless of who the player is, that logo is iconic and it's behind a lot of shit. So it takes a lot to change it. I get the whole change it to Jordan. Jordan is probably the most famous basketball player ever, and it's going to be hard for another player to ever reach that status. But at the end of the day, we do have to look at Jordan. Jordan doesn't own that logo. Nike owns that logo. And
Yeah, but it's other.
I don't really know what's the price figure for the NBA to go to Nike and be like, yo, I want to use this logo that y'all been using for how many years that Jordan.
It's other silhouettes of Jordan that they could use. They don't have to use the Nike one. The Jumpman.
That's the.
But if it's Jordan, it got to be the Jumpman.
No, it don't. No, not necessarily.
Yeah,
Look,
like
I can show you. I can show you 5 different Jordan dunks in a
No,
silhouette.
I believe you.
That could be that
No,
NBA logo.
No.
No. Listen. I am with you 100%. There is 1,000 different Jordan silhouettes they could use. Him fading away, him doing a fist pump in Cleveland. But the thing is, if it's Jordan, you can't never have anything that's symboling Jordan without it being the jump.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then the whole Kobe thing, I think it'll be great. Like it's a great OG, and as you can see, Kobe's influence in the NBA is ridiculous. All these players are baby versions of him or trying to mimic him.
Kyrie.
And all the players literally just grew up idolizing him.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see on why I don't think it's much of a pity party. I think it's more so the players are trying to make their influence, and the players are pushing like, yo, Kobe is like, all these dudes, they probably didn't see Jordan like that. They just heard the stories about Jordan, but Kobe was their Jordan, and they're pushing for their influence like, yo, let's make him the logo. I want Kobe. Kobe influence, like all of us we're all Kobe.
We got breaking news.
Kobe's one of us.
Yeah. It says Los Angeles Rams add veteran to their wide receiver corps. Secure deal with Deshaun Jackson.
Okay. I don't do nothing, but all right.
No,
I mean,
no. What?
He is a speedster, and they got a big arm quarterback.
They do. And me being a Niner fan, I'm gonna have to watch out for him, unfortunately. But is he gonna play? I mean, he gonna trip down the stairs at the facility and be hurt.
Oh damn!
So
damn, he gonna trip down the stairs.
Thank you.
Come on, man. He gonna be hurt. Look, Deshaun Watson trips downstairs out 4 weeks. Man. Or Deshaun Watson, excuse me. Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. Boy, Lakers getting beat 15 at halftime by the Suns. Oh, man.
Deshaun Jackson.
Not going to look good. It's not going to look good.
Yeah, 44-59.
Team's about to smoke out the Lakers pack.
Hey, I wish – damn, we don't play them no more either.
Lakers pack.
Mm-hmm. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling that Laker jersey.
They got the white ones on. Yeah, on Sunday they wear the white jerseys.
Mm-hmm. But that was that everything on the docket, fellas? I was gonna.
I think so. Unless you guys got anything else, we could do a quick. No, I was gonna say we could do a quick fourth quarter roundtable to kind of send us going.
What's up, man? What's up? I think
Khalil, I'm gonna start with you.
I got all my shit off.
What you got?
I wanted to talk about the whole superstar thing, and agree to disagree there about that. I also wanted to talk about just players that got on the hot seat because this playoffs, man, there ain't no excuses. I don't care who you are, what name you are, what team you are. We know what the expectations. We know what's expected out of you. I don't want to hear it. KD. Well, what's up with KD? Because I thought he was supposed to have been back,
They say
and he was like,
no. They saying he ramping him back up at practice. He'll be back soon.
okay, all right. Well, when he gets back, I think it's unfair for me to say right now to put him on the hot seat because he's injured. But when he gets back, he might be on top
See,
of my.
if the Nets was on a losing streak,
not
he would have been back. They're not on a losing streak.
He on
They're
like
doing pretty well without
he on
him.
like my
So
top 3 on
he's
that.
gonna take his time.
Yeah, there's no rush to get him back. But yeah, he's top 3 in my hot seat list as well. He got to show me something.
For me,
Okay.
the rookie race, I think that's going to be interesting now with LaMelo Ball out. I think it's wide open between James Wiseman can make a case. Anthony Edwards is probably going to be obviously the front runner right now. Tyrese Halliburton, Patrick Williams. That's probably the top names that's going to, really make a case. But I think it's going to be really wide open now because LaMelo had it in the bag, but now that he's hurt, it's wide open. So I think just pay attention to the Rookie of the Year race, man.
Oh, can I say one thing? I just wanted to give the Sixers their flowers. They've been prospering. Well, they've been playing really, really good without Joel Embiid. Yeah. I thought they were going to fall off the hill, and that's his testament. Doc Rivers doing a really good coaching job right now. He's doing a real good job, and they got a nice roster. I want to see what they do going forward. But yeah, that's what's up.
Skin.
I pretty much got off everything I wanted to get off.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson, hold
Skins,
your head.
You got anything?
We riding for you.
Man.
I'm saying.
Yep.
Other than that, you got to be careful in some of these sports organizations. You got to realize that that you're one person of like 1,000. Mm-hmm. You're expendable at the end of the day. They can bring in another you just as fast. So you know what I'm saying? You just have to factor that in when you're making your certain decisions, whether it be on the field or off the field.
Facts. And young players out there that may be possibly watching this.
All right.
That's coming up. You may be a young prodigy that the whole world is going to be paying attention to soon, whether it's basketball, football, baseball. Man, watch your steps. Like, obviously, like, they can – I don't want to say they as in, like, it's a higher up working, but these people, man, can bring your dreams down from right in front of your eyes with the snap of a finger. So just watch what you're doing. Keep good people around you. Keep your circle tight and follow your dreams and don't let it be, like, messed up by some bullshit.
And no means no.
That's important to reinforce. Though.
And on that note, we'll see y'all next week.
I'm gonna leave that there.
All right, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate it.
And if you haven't,
are available
watch
on
all the
DSPs,
other previous episodes.
So go check that out. Talkyourishpodcast.
That second one doing numbers.
To those episodes. Nah, I just
tell your uncle, tell your cousin, tell your dad, tell your mom's side dude, tell your sister's side dude, tell everybody to come get their sports right here.
Yeah, tell your masseuse.
You must
also masseuse. Also, make sure you check out that bonus footage that I put up for you guys. That was part of the first episode that we did, but due to technical difficulties on my end, internet connections and whatnot, I had to hold the group down and make sure you guys got the full clip of that. So, again, make sure you check out that bonus. We're going to leave it as 1.5.
This one because a couple
times.
Go ahead.
Dropped off it.
So please bear with us. We're trying to work on all that. Trust me.
Yeah, I got my.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. The producer is going to produce. Don't worry about that. I got you.
Hey, when that big bag come in, it's 1,000 people making this thing go right.
Oh yeah. But with that being said, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And once again, this is Talk Yo Ish.